What is up, people? I am back with a new build of Rakdos Sakdos, the Rakdos Sacrifice deck, if you didn't figure that one out. We are going in post-ban of Field of the Dead. We will see if there are any major changes. It'll probably take a few days for them to filter through. Field of the Dead made a lot of people either go to something very, very control-y or into super aggro decks. So it's a good opening hand. Be looking for a Witch's Oven, obviously, but so we'll see. We'll probably see a lot more mid-range decks is what I'm thinking, and then of course we'll still see a ton of fire decks. Of course, Oko is still going to be the most played thing. We'll play yeah. So this is either Oko or this is, or not. This may just be Stompy. Yeah, it looks like Stompy. I guess Oko could still run that, but it looks a lot like Stompy. Though I really haven't seen Stomp. They run like 2 Gilded Goose, I think. It's pretty good against our Dreadhorde Butcher. I will give him that. That's pretty good for us. Alright. That's pretty good because we'll be able to play Mayhem Devil and Witch's Oven on the same turn. I'm glad they didn't make this like a black artifact. I really like the design space of Witch's Oven and Cauldron Familiar. I think they're very powerful cards together, but they're not broken in any means. They're not too good. Questing Beast. Ooh, spicy. Right. And I think we go ahead and shoot Goose as well. So this deck's really good about clearing the board. Obviously, if another Questing Beast, that's a little irritating. Well, they always have the other one. No blocks. I mean, we have a better clock than he does, especially with... wow, that's a lot of mountains. I only have 2 more mountains in the deck. Meow. Obviously, I would like to use that in a capacity where it's hitting my opponent, but... Do you have another Questing Beast? God, are you kidding me? Alright. Now, I could obviously kill it, but I'm hoping to draw something relevant at this point. He's tapped out. I'm gonna go ahead and do the familiar thing. Oh, what is it? Oh. It is sweet. Alright, so it looks like we're racing our opponent, which is fine. We just gotta hope he doesn't have anything too crazy. Interesting. That is the first time I have seen that played in Standard. That is a limited all-star, though, let me tell you. Well, that does up our clock. I'm going to go ahead and do this. He's tapped out anyways. Alright, we are very close just to killing our opponent, so I'm hoping that we have no blocks, as bad as it feels. Well, that's pretty good. That is very close just to being game. So, hopefully he doesn't have any form of real interaction. Like, Oko would be irritating right now. That is also irritating, so... Though I still think we just have the win, because he's not going to be able to win this turn, as I'm going to be gaining life. That's fine, you can do your fairy tale all you want, friend. Well, good thing you can't play Wicked Wolf right now. There you have it, folks. Winning in response. Rakdos, Sakdos. That was an interesting build he had. Alright. Run it back. Alright, seems fine. Obviously we're hoping for a land. We're going second. Well, it probably doesn't matter in this matchup. Assuming this is Oko, we have the perfect answer for Oko, which is another reason why I love this deck. We're going to go ahead and play Footlight Fiend. Not that it does anything. It's funny that it's 0-2 and the 0-3s really just keep me from getting in early. Paradise Druid. Alright, so it looks like he does not have any blue mana. And since I can't keep him from having Oko, because I can't get rid of 2 creatures, I could kill Goose or... Yeah, I have no way of getting in there. But we do have this set up, so we can win long game. And then if he plays Oko, we can kill Oko. So he may just have Questing Beast. There's so many different versions of these decks, it's really hard to tell. I can honestly say I was not expecting that. Okay, so he's just full in on Krasis. So I have a stop my opponent's turn. We'll always do our Cauldron Familiar stuff, especially when we know that our opponent most likely cannot play anything else. You have to be careful though. Sometimes they run. I got quenched the other day in a deck like this, and I was just like, "What the hell?" But you know, everyone's gonna play their own little tech and stuff, so you just gotta be prepared for anything and kind of get in when you can. Man, this combo's so crazy. After I watched an opponent do this to me, he had 3 Witches Ovens. So he played this, played 2 the next turn, and then played another one, and just smoked me with it. Because it's pretty hard to get ahead when you're that far behind. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing anything special here. I'm going to obviously get a... It actually sucks it was a failed passage, because if I would have gotten another land and that would have been pretty good. So it has to be a mountain. So, like, if he gets Oko, or he doesn't have Oko because he would have played Oko, but if he plays it, it needs to die immediately, so we're just going to pass turn. Can't really do anything. I can't disrupt enough of his mana guys to really do anything significant, so disrupting a Nissa or an Oko right now is the best I can do. Okay. This would be a very clutch time for like Snatch the Firstborn or whatever it's called, because I can pull it out, sack or hit him with Krasis and then sack Krasis. But he just drew 2 cards, which is unfortunate. I go ahead and do my combo wombo. Actually, I should say combo mambo, because there is nothing wombo about this combo. Get him, Cauldron Kitty. Get him. Interesting. I mean, I have the makings of a pretty gross setup right now. He's not going to be doing anything crazy. Now, the real question here is, do I start picking off stuff? I think the answer is probably yes. Actually, we're just going to wait on bringing that back. Getting O-code would be pretty bad. Alright. That's pretty bad too, though. Alright. Obviously my Mayhem Devil. I'm going to bring Cauldron Kitty in. Well, it gets indestructible, so it's not going to matter, right? Yeah. So he's gonna have Wicked Wolf. This does not look great for us. Yeah, looking back, it might have been good, but this is also like a. I should have thought about that, because I could have killed Goose, because he would have had to sack anyways. Which isn't like insane or anything, but it keeps him from getting value off of Wicked Wolf. Because him continually being able to do that is just very, very bad for me. Alright, yeah, that's maybe the nail in the coffin here. Need some lands. Need to be able to do more than one thing in a turn. That is not what's happening right now. Alright, that's super awkward. Alright, so we can kill Goose, which is probably the play, as bad as it may feel. get in my damages. And we're not just like out of this game, but we are gonna need him to have less pressure. Yeah. I like this deck because it has a lot of play options, just like the Calamity deck I was playing before. But in that vein, you know, you make a decision, and then you have to make a decision off of that decision, and you really,
it's not poison.
huh? I guess it keeps Wicked Wolf alive. Okay. Alright, so I'm hoping for a land, so I can at least play something else. Well, there you go. Sucks that I have to do that, but... yeah, there's no reason to play Chandra, is there? Not yet. If I get another land, I can do that and Angraf in the same turn, and it's not bad. So, Cauldron Kitty's going to be getting mileage in. Angraf's one of the best ways to deal with Oko. Like, hands down. And it's a reason I really like this deck is because it's done well against a lot of the front runners in the format right now. Alright. We are hanging on just barely, though. I mean, we have a lot of good... wow, that thing did not want to click. They've had a lot of issues with, like, being able to select stuff out of your hand, and after the updates, I don't know what the deal is, but... it seemed like it was getting better there for a while, but sometimes I'm having to, like, double-click, and, like, it won't let me select stuff out of my hand for a while, and then I can pull it in. And originally I thought it was just my computer being slow, but I watched a couple streamers have an issue with it, and it was that same day that it was really bad. I don't know if it was like a strain on their server or what it was, but it was, or like just a bug, because they had just updated, but another Krasis. Good golly, Miss Molly. Well, we're taking a maximum of 4 this turn, so, but it makes it a lot harder to kill my opponent. Alright. This is pretty sweet, though. Get him, kitty. Yep. It's not looking good for our heroes. Okay. I don't have any other... nope. Yeah, I don't die next turn. Though I guess in that vein, it's not terrible to,
Hey, don't start any fires without me. Oh, they're so cute.
So attacking doesn't do anything. He can block profitably. I'm just going to go ahead and sack this. Make another food token. I'll possibly crack that, so, you know, the whole living thing. I'm assuming he kills Chandra. He may just swing at me. It's possible that he plays Brazen Borrower. I never doubt anything anymore because I've seen the most random shit. It'll be like the stock deck list, and then you'll see something. You're just like, what? Why? I mean, if he's got another Hydroid Krasis, the game's just over. But I've come back from squirrelier stuff than this. Like a Mayhem Devil right now would be absurd. Oh. This Wicked Wolf just completely changed the game. Well, that's good for us, because that is less damage that we are taking. Hooray!
Ian's walk it off, Chandra.
I mean, he's got... Oh, God. Yep. You know, a lot of people don't play Deputy of Detention, but every time it's been played on me, it's been gangbusters, and that is all she wrote. I mean, I can lock Swain, but that leaves me no black mana, so there's literally probably no good play. Well, that is one of them. Yeah, we're gonna scoop this up. Yep. I win a lot of the times without Mayhem Devil, but when your strategy at the current moment is Mayhem Devil and it gets obliterated, it's not great. But that being said, I could have killed Goose. I had the chance to kill Goose. I should have killed Goose because it's more of an advantage engine than their hexproof 2-1. So that's my Beezy. Wow. I mean, see, the funny thing is, if I have Cat, like if I draw a Cat, I'm in a great position because 3 Witches Ovens is, I mean, you're doing 3 a turn. It's pretty good. Sure, let's see how it plays out. Why not? It's only the Mythic Leaderboard. That's probably not great for us. That's really not great for us. Well, that's better. I would be surprised if he sacked Knight. Really? Unless he has another Aspiring Veteran in hand. It's fine. Now it's very possible. Does he have Embercleave in hand? Now it's funny, because if I don't block here, I die to Embercleave. But I think he has to have one more land to make Embercleave happen. Card's so silly. I can't tell you the number of times that I've just let that stay out so that my opponent has like nothing to do. Alright. Well, there goes the other card in your hand. And hopefully this isn't gas. Well, he didn't have it before. There we go. I really just need something worth, or like, that I can sack without it being just terrible. God. I have an awkward hand. I mean, Priest is probably just getting bent, but... Well, he's drawing land so far. So I guess if he swings in, we know why. Yeah. Oh, surprise! Actually. Now this leaves me with absolutely nothing. But this clears his board. Alright. Pop. Pop. Oh, dude, that threw me off. It was like, it wasn't, I guess it left there for a second. It was still staying on there. I was like, no! I would have just destroyed myself. That's so good. Wow. Wow, the value. Got him. I almost forget exactly what this says. For each attack and creature you control. Okay. And then I have enough to Gutter Bones and a Gutter Bones. Yay! Good plays! I mean, I would have been fine, but someone had to top deck Embercleave and made me force my hand. Level up! Woo! Alright. Keep it going. That was a good game. That was a good game because it showcased what the deck can do. I'm still not sold on Priest of Forgotten Gods, because when it's good, it's insane. But when it's bad, it just sits in my hand and lets me die. Oh, it's an awkward hand. It's still pretty awkward, but I probably just throw another Rampage out. Alright. Ugh. Alright. I'm guessing this is, he put that on top. I guess it's just a straight up Krasis deck. Really? Alright, well that was a pretty good draw. Is there a Risen Reef in my future? If there is, it's getting Rampage like real quick. There we are. Miss? Miss? Damn. Alright. So we're going to attack first. He's probably never ever going to block that. Really? Okay. I honestly can say I was not expecting that. We're going to Mayhem Devil. I guess because it just eats his lunch. What do you got? Cavalier? Look at me calling him. It's like I've been here before. Oh, that's gonna suck. Oh. Alright, we're just gonna have to be on top of our opponent. Because, I mean, he's taking like a decent amount of damage. But having to play that instead of playing a 3-drop is not really great for us either. Really? I guess he just doesn't have the stuff to set up, I mean, we're kind of doing the thing. If I can draw, like, Footlight Fiend or something, it'd be pretty good. So he's one off this. The chances he has another land in hand's probably pretty high. So I got to think about how I want to play this. I still think I have to play Rankle. Now, the question is, do I swing with Butcher and Rankle? Ugh. I guess I just swing with Rankle. Yeah. Oh, yes. Well, oh, that's my bad. I should have remembered that I had reach, but whatever, we'll get there in the end. It's not not ideal for me, obviously, but that's a lot of damage. And I mean, Witch's Oven's gonna be pretty good. Actually, all I have to do, I mean, he's playing Krasis now. If he didn't already have one in hand. Alright. So, I was gonna say, what the hell? I had mana. Oh, I guess it was in combat. Phase is gone. Instants and stuff, you know. Alright. That's kind of interesting. But oh, I'm so close to killing him. Actually, I should have waited on that because I could have played Judith. Though, depending on what I draw, that may be just much better. So, I was so close. Ugh. Oh no, I win. Math, that was a good draw. I need a bowl of red, yep. Oh my god. That is nuts. Got him. Boosh! Oh, combo. Goodness. I warbled my way through that one. Goodness. That was... To everybody watching, I am sorry. God. I am not at my sharpest this morning. Oh, okay. This is fine. Drawing another land would be pretty good, or Witch's Cauldron. Opponent's going first though, so Butcher's a little awkward. We're gonna keep though. I swear I always draw two of these things, and I only have two in the deck. Alright. Ugh. Steamkin, my eternal foe. Alright, it's a little awkward for us, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, go ahead, dude. I've seen people do it. They don't either read the card correctly or what it is, but they'll block Butcher and they'll just wipe their board. You have giant. No, straight up skewer to my face. Huh. Oh, he's gonna pay on that one. Wow, yeah, he's about to. Oh, he doesn't even know how poor of a decision that was. Alright, so I gotta get a mountain. Unfortunately, it seems that he's gonna play Slaying Fire, but Kitty. All right, so that's less good for us, but it's still fine. He has another piece of removal. We're just getting absolutely destroyed. It looks like he's playing a lot of burn. I've seen the ones that have been... I haven't been super impressed with it. Because I feel like when your hand runs out, you're just kind of... whatever. But... because they don't play that many creatures yet. Yep. Yep. It's pretty good. So if he has any burn, I'm just dead. I guess I'm just playing Mayhem Devil. Yeah, problem is we had a slow start against a fast deck. That doesn't win many championships. Which is funny because normally this is a deck that we do very well against. Oh, God. See, I always hate that shit. It's like... how are you going to slow roll me when you have damage to face? Drives me crazy when they do that. It's like, dude, like none of your decisions here were hard, you know? But it's always going to be a thing. People like to BM you, so not really much you can do about it. I do have emotes turned off though, so I don't have to listen to any of their bullshit. Though it is funny how often people don't, and to use a phrase from, man, I can just never have my all my colors. I don't know what it is. That hand's not great, but yeah, interesting. Could literally be anything. But yeah, people don't to use some Hearthstone terminology, people don't rope you a lot. You know, they don't just let it burn out like they do on like Magic Online or like Hearthstone or something. Am I getting ho-code? Oh, there's a blood crypt. I can just... Now the only reason, so the only reason to... whatever, we'll keep it up. The only reason to have to play that, I actually didn't mean to play that, is if they have, if I had another mountain or I had a Chandra in hand. But obviously I can't draw a mountain and get Chandra next turn, so I would have been fine playing the swamp, because then I would have had Fable Passage for if I, you know, drew a Chandra. Because she would be played on turn 4 anyways. Questing Beast. Well, we can handle that. So you definitely have to play to the strengths of Angrass Rampage. So it's important to keep the board. Well, there you go. So it wouldn't have mattered anyways, but that's why we would have done that. Boop. Demage. Alright. You have a land and another questing beast? It seems to be how it goes lately. Lovestruck Beast. And then play Lovestruck Beast. Yep. Card's good. It definitely pushed the power level of what should be allowable in Eldraine for sure. Alright, Mayhem Devil would be pretty good draw. Actually, Mayhem Devil would be insane, because I can shoot the 1/1, don't have to worry about the 5/5 coming in. That is not Mayhem Devil. Yeah, I guess I can play Chandra. So in this deck, you always want double of every color. Seems to be the way it goes.
Mostly. Oh, they're so cute.
All right. So this is very important in this deck to like suck out every little tiny bit of damage when you can, because it's all that. Well, that sucks.
With the Arcbow at my side, I can't lose a fight.
Yeah, apparently. Oh, okay. Really? That was questionable for like a number of reasons. Why do you not fight Chandra there? That's just like the play. I mean, I'm not complaining, but it's pretty goofy. Actually, we'll just... we'll sack it, whatever. Huh. Yeah, that was mighty questionable. Oh, it gave it trample. Okay. God, I always forget that, man. Oh no, it gives it like there. Sorry, I was thinking of that. I think one of the planeswalkers has a static ability that gives it trample. Ugh. Yeah, it's not looking great. I mean, 2 Witches, Ovens, and Kitty's cool, but... Alright. Oh, that's pretty good. But I'm going to be taking some serious trample damage. If you could just put a counter on your human. Man, I just need removal. Or like, oh my god. Alright, mister. Your draw's been pretty good. God.
This'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this now. Well, I'm not dead, so that's cool. But I am pretty screwed. Yeah, I really just needed to draw something relevant. Like, I could have, like, something to steal this, or, I mean, I can, there's... Ugh. I'd be in a very healthy position, wasn't it, for this little guy right there. Okay. So this is actually that's super awkward. So I still die that way. So I need to go ahead and do Kitty now. I'm so close to just killing my opponent. I just skip? I accidentally did, didn't I? Oh no, I still can combat. So close to killing my opponent. So very close. If I draw a mountain, I'm not sure that it really does much, but I don't think discarding does anything for me. See, this is where Hardfire would win me the game. Alright, my opponent has to actually have something. Because he can hit me for 7. I can't do anything about that, but that doesn't kill me. He can fight Rankle, but that also doesn't kill me. Interesting. Okay, he's got to make up some damage from somewhere.
Big time.
Because I have him dead on board. Come on, attack with your 1/1. Does he have something to... He's got to do 1 damage. He has no way of just doing 1 damage. Yeah, is he just dead? Because Rankle's going to kill him. Yeah, so he's just dead. Look at that. Oh, you can never give up with this deck because it has the weirdest little shitty ways of winning. I would never thought that it happens all the time too. Ugh. There's always a sweat though, and it always rewards optimal play. Alright, I'm going to put 1 more in, and that'll be it for this video. Leave in the comments. Obviously, there have been some misplays. I am apparently not fully awake this morning. I've made some very questionable decisions. But, I am positive with this deck, so. Woo! Puncherino. Kind of a sweet name. Sure. 2 kitties in an oven? You had me at hello. Alright. Since I'm going first, I'm going to Footlight Fiend it up. Against the aggro decks playing first, it's pretty good. It's the only time that I choose Gutter Bones over this. See, this is why this is good, because now, if I want, I can shoot. And I probably want to shoot Bell Collector. Gonna attack. He may or may not block. Doesn't really matter what he does. Get my damage in, and then I'm gonna kill Bell Collector. It's very important to keep the board clear, especially because I'm playing Engraft's Rampage. Because that card is not great against creatures unless you're keeping on top of their board state. Well, that's pretty reasonable. Now, obviously, it may look a little weird to not get a swamp there since my hand is completely black, but given that I have so many red cards in the deck, it's probably a terrible idea to do that. Yorvo, Elk Collector. Oh, yeah, that'll get out of hand quickly. To give it trample too? No. So it's not that bad. See, they don't even try to attack. Well, good thing is I have blockers forever. Let me tell you, that life gain, wow, was pretty good too. Oh, this is actually kind of awkward. So if he plays mono green, the only way that they have to fight that they play is Vivian. So Priest is pretty good here. Ugh. Alright, I'm just going to play Priest. If it survives, anytime this thing, you get around to being able to tap it, it's insane, but you got to get that far. I'm definitely going to take some damage this turn. Fade the Questing Beast? Looks like I faded the Questing Beast. Alright, what are you pumping? Okay. That's what I'll be blocking. Ugh. There we go. You gotta be on that full control, man, because Arena will skip through your phases like no problem. And it is always a huge bummer, because usually it's that one little thing that keeps you from winning the game. Kitty. That's the best part about Cauldron Kitty, is the Cauldron Kitty sounds. You have a pump spell or something? What is he doing? Is he like figuring out what it does? Has he never played against the Cauldron Kitten? Oh! So one of two things has happened here. Did I lose connection? Alright. We're going to assume that I lost connection. So I'm going to close out and see if I can get back to the game. Usually it works pretty well. This is another thing that happened with those updates, is that I don't like lose internet. Like I have other stuff playing. I'm like Chromecasting and stuff, but I'll lose connection to their server for some reason. Come on. All right. Currently waiting. Am I getting hit by stuff right now that I have no control over? Sounds like it. Alright, sorry guy. I'm just glad I got back in. I would emote and apologize, but all the shitty people ruined that for me, so. There we go. Boop. Alright, if he can't get rid of Priest, I feel like I'm in a pretty favorable position. That's also pretty good. Another black. Cauldron Kitten doing work. Flash guy? cool because we already have a food made, so we will get to bring back Cauldron Kitty at will. And hopefully we draw something we can play. Not exactly, but card's pretty good. Play Cauldron Kitten for a blocker. I mean, he does not have a lot of life left. You know what I'm not worried about? That. That is a problem, though, because now that has trample. Yep. Taking a little more than I would like, but that is the name of the game. Alright, we're getting real close to just killing our opponent. Because he's tapped, well, I guess he has Questing Beast to block. But I can still swing with Cauldron Kitty. So Rankle's just a win at this point. And Rankle's just a win at this point. Served up, Nooblet. Boom! Get there while you can. It's good stuff. It is good stuff. You just do so much like incremental damage that, like, you know, if they get it all behind or you get blockers on the board, if they're not doing anything significant, they just die. It's being all freaky and weird because I had that disconnection earlier. Is it gonna... It's gonna give me a screen? Maybe. Hey! Alright, that's gonna be the end of the video. I will buy a pack, and we can open that, and that will be it. Thanks everybody for watching as always, and I will hopefully have, you know, more contact, information, stuff like that, set up the Discord. Sorcerer, hey, they just banned that in Brawl. Sweet. And then of course more content coming. And yeah, I want to brew with y'all. Play, obviously. Gotta keep up the skills, try out the new decks, and once again, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.